The 3 things that I have quit recently that has really helped me to get my sense of self-worth, confidence, self-belief, and really my sanity back. And just like the last 45-ish days. And I want to share, this like personally what I've done, not to self-indulge here and to make this all about me, but to just be an example and to show you what's possible from a normal, average, everyday woman, okay? 41-year-old with a 3-year-old. If that sounds interesting to you, if that sounds helpful, inspiring, exciting, and hopeful, then stick with me, okay? Real quick though, if you are brand new to me and my channel, my name is Nikki McMillan. I am a life and confidence coach for women. I have been for the past 8 years. A lot of the stuff that I talk about, topics I talk about on my channel, self-worth, self-confidence, setting boundaries, creating healthy habits, and really like not caring so much and being obsessed so much about what other people think of you, and like no longer pretending to be someone you're not. Really how to start creating a life that is in alignment with your values and that is on your terms. So you can be in your power. So you can feel happy, fulfilled, and go after your goals and dreams. So if that is resonant with you, then I think you'll like my channel. So I invite you to subscribe. Okay? All right. Now, let's dive into this. I have some notes here. So the number one thing that I have quit over the last 45 going on 60 days is I don't make people's urgencies my emergency. So example, phone calls, text messages, emails. Let me ask you this, do you ever feel the need to like, oh my God, I got to get back right away? And like you have like anxiety and you're kind of stressed, like, let me stop what I'm doing here. Cause maybe you're in the middle of doing something really important. You're like, oh my God, this person, like, I know I got to get back to them, or they're going to, think something, or I don't want them to think something, or I just want to da-da-da-da-da. Like what I have practiced lately, and I think this is actually longer than 60 days, but whatever, what I've really just let go of and really just taken control of and my power back is I use this thing on my phone that is like silent, like no notifications. So I'm not interrupted in my family time. So I'm not interrupted in my work. If I'm working on a specific, task with my job, I'm not like interrupted and like distracted. And when I am like working out or reading my book, like whatever I'm doing something, I phone away. I put it away. I will take hours, days even, to get back to a text message, to an email, to a phone call. Like if it's not urgent, if it doesn't have to do with the thing that I'm working on, within that moment or that project, I don't feel the need to get back to someone right away and telling them about my weekend. I don't feel the need to get back to someone right away, giving them an answer on when I can meet up for dinner. I just don't do that anymore because this thing right here, I'm recording on my phone. This thing right here, I really feel like has caused a lot of people to be just stressed out, to be like depressed, to be so not present with the things that actually freaking matter in life. And because I have set these boundaries with my phone, with people's urgencies, especially the challenging ones in my life that aren't really, contributing in any, like great way, they're a bit more on the selfish end, or it's all about me, and I just don't get back to them right away. And that has really helped me with just feeling more grounded, regulated, sane, and just really confident. Really like it's really got me in a state of, in an energy of self-respect, autonomy, okayness, just really present, like content, pleased, happy, just because. is having boundaries with phone. Not making other people's urgencies or wanting my attention like such an emergency. I will wait hours to days, depending on who it is, weeks before I respond or call them back. So I just I share that with you because it's like, can you relate to that at all? Like, do you have some people in your life to where they're not like really, if anything, they're draining, they are toxic, they're just very like drama, everything, and they just like take. And if that's the case, maybe you might want to maybe putting your phone away, blocking them for a few hours, few days at a time, few weeks might help you with your sanity, might help you with your self-respect, with your self-belief, with your self-confidence. Okay. The second thing that I have quit to really help me get my confidence and my sanity and really just like my day-to-day pleasure back is I no longer book out my calendar. I'm no longer concerned about having plans every single weekend to do with my family or with a friend or with my child. I no longer feel the need to have my quarter, okay, my quarter of the year mapped out, know exactly what I'm doing, right? Like, yes, if we're planning a big beach trip or Europe trip, like, yeah, I'm gonna, plan that out and have that on the calendar. But like having things to do with my family or with a friend or with my child, like I just don't feel the need to fill up all of these blank spaces in my calendar with social stuff. I also don't feel the need to fill up my calendar and time block it on the 3 days a week that I get to work because my child is only in home daycare 3 days a week because I want her home with me, especially at this young age because it ain't gonna last forever. But I no longer feel the need to fill in every time slot from 9 to 5 with me doing a productive work task. Because there really is no reason for me to be working every minute, hour of the day, Monday through Wednesday, 9 to 5. Like, no. So I just give myself space in my work calendar because I get to work 3 days a week. Like, I don't feel the need to like, oh, I got to book it out. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do that. Like there will be another week. And I understand, I just want to say this. I understand that this might not be, something that you can do, right? I get that. Like everyone's work schedule, everyone's demands are different. I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. I have, a couple businesses, coaching business, insurance business. So there's different sources of income and I have different like flexibility options, right? I understand everyone's circumstances are different, but at least use this as, just an inspiration or ways to think creatively about your schedule. Because what I've noticed in my own life, friends, family, clients, they have a to-do list that is like 10 feet freaking tall. And it stresses them the fuck out. And it's like, why are you doing this to yourself? You don't have to be productive every second of the day. And you don't have to be doing something and be busy every single weekend. Like it's okay for you, if you're single, to chill at home and watch a show for a couple hours. It's okay to not have plans with a friend or a date for a whole weekend, even for a whole month of 4 weekends. You don't always have to be doing something and staying busy to be worthy, to be important. Okay? Actually, when you have time to yourself, okay, and when you can not to be cliche, but when you can be still, when you can be with your own thoughts, when you can just be bored, that is when you really start to get clear on thinking and starting to entertain, well, what are my goals in life? What are my values? What's important to me? Instead of letting society and media pour all their crap on you about this is what you should be doing. This is what will make you happy. This is what will make you worthy or important or productive. It's bull crap. So it's okay not to have a booked out calendar. And for your moms out there, your child's not going to grow up to be some weirdo because they're not doing a social thing every freaking weekend. You're not a bad mom if you don't have plans every single weekend. Okay. I digress. But does this make sense? Like, if this is landing with you, like, let me know. Give this, like, share in the comments, give it a thumbs up. Just say like, oh my God, yeah, I feel like I always have to be busy. Or yeah, I am always busy because this is what makes me feel worthy. Or yeah, I am sick and tired of doing this. Like, share it with me in the comments. Like, how is this landing for you? What are you taking away from that share there of not having a booked out calendar, and being alone for a weekend, or just hanging out you and your kid, right? Or just the family, or, you know, not having social events for a whole month. What's landing for you there? Does that make you feel like, wow, yeah, that would kind of be nice and interesting to be with my thoughts and see why I believe and think the way I do? Or you're like, oh my God, that sounds really scary. Let me know, okay? The third thing that has really helped me, I know this is going to land with definitely with you watching. Anyone who watches this video, this is going to land with them. This is like universal. The third thing that I have quit doing to get my confidence back, to get my sanity back, is I have really gotten good with setting boundaries with checking social media. So I am a life coach. A lot of my practice, my business, my coaching practice has to do with, for me right now, social media, sharing content, sharing about my life, sharing tips, sharing whatever, doing videos like this right here and on Instagram and doing emails. But it's like, since I stopped caring so much about who is seeing this today, who liked this, what's this comment here, okay, let me watch this video, where do I need to edit more? Now I'm like, my commitment to myself, and what I've been pretty impressed with lately is now I just check YouTube and Instagram once a day, sometimes twice a day, but I'm just checking it now. I'm going on here to do a piece of content, or just like checking it to see. I'm no longer on it for hours. I used to be on this for hours. Are you on your social media stuff for hours? What if you really pulled back? You had a certain time of day. Okay, I'm going to check it after my morning workout. Okay, I'm going to check it after I eat lunch, and then I'm going to check it in the evening. What if, because maybe that would be huge for you, just to check it for 5 minutes, 3 times a day, right? Compared to checking it and being on it 3 hours a day. Like, how do you think, just think about that for a moment. Think about how you could really start to feel more confident and just be happy and content in your own life, and not feel like in constant comparison mode, or FOMO, or stressing out. Can you just imagine that for a moment, if you weren't hooked to your device, social media, being tuned in, watching all the things, how that could change things. For me, a big part of where I felt not happy, doubting myself, second guessing myself, kind of missing out on, or I should be doing this, really just a lot of comparison to other people in my industry who are way far ahead of me. I just would watch their stuff and I'm like, this is making me feel like shit. I gotta do something. So the something I did was, I'm like, all right, I'm only gonna go on here to do my work, and then check in with the people that I feel are genuinely just genuine, and support them, watch their thing, and then that's it. I'm off. I'm working out, going for a walk, I'm cooking, I'm reading a book. Remember those books? I read a lot of books now. Hanging out with my daughter, really hanging out with my daughter, not hanging out with her and then looking at my phone. I'm really hanging out with her, dancing, reading books with her, playing Legos. Side note, playing Legos, building stuff. It's a lot of fun. Showing her how to cook, doing her hair. I'm talking to my husband without looking at our phones about his day, about my day, about our future goals and dreams, which we have some in the mix that's very exciting to be talking about right now and working on. I am doing my yoga without interruption. I'm taking magnesium flakes, magnesium salt baths to help my body. Like, I just have so much more time. I have a cleaner house, I have a cleaner toilet, cleaner bathtub, cleaner sink. I have so much more time that I lost to being on my phone. So I'm going to wrap up, right? I feel like I hope what I've shared here with you today, my love, is landing. Okay. Like, what are 3 things? These are the 3 things that I quit to get my confidence back and to get my sanity back, really to get my life back. Okay. I quit responding to people's urgency. I quit making their urgencies, they're my emergency. I quit booking out my calendar to always have something to do, which is like, that would drive you insane. And I stopped getting on social media and feeling the need to be on my phone and consuming all the time. These things that I quit, these 3 things that I have quit, have completely changed my freaking life in the last 45 days, going on 60. Game changer. Everyone's happier. I'm slimmer. Not that, like, that's not a thing for everybody, but for me, feeling fit, feeling healthy, feeling light, feeling energetic, like my physical fitness and strength is very important to me. So I have more time to do that and more often. I'm eating nutritious meals because I'm cooking so much more and we're eating together as a family. My daughter, 3-year-old's learning how to cook. What else? I have less rumination and resentment and anger and frustration and gossip and whatever annoyances and frustrations going on in my head because I don't respond to people's urgencies anymore. I don't make their stuff my problem. And I also don't feel so distracted or rushed now that my calendar isn't booked out to the max with work stuff and with social things. Life is good. I dance. I listen to music now and I dance. Okay. So these are the 3 things that I have quit to get my confidence and my sanity back. What 3 things can you think about that would help you if you were to quit? What 3 things do you want to quit to help get your confidence and your sanity and your self-belief and just your day-to-day presence and pleasure back? Okay. What are those 3 things? Let me know what they are in the comments below. I would love to know. Okay. If you are at all interested in really doing this deeper inner work, really rediscovering your true self-worth, your confidence, healing past trauma, beliefs, limiting beliefs, rewriting your story to really start stepping into your power and your authentic self and creating a life on your terms. This is a lot of the inner work that I teach in my coaching, but also at my Women's Signature Retreat that I'm having in Florida the last weekend of January. I think it's the last weekend. It's January 23 to 25 in Naples, Florida. If you're interested in joining me there, it's a small, intimate group of women. It's going to be about 6 of us, maybe 6 to 8 of us. If that interests you, go to my website below, learn more about the retreat, book in a call, let's have a chat and see if this retreat is something that would be really like your next step in creating this life that you have been longing for so long. I'd love to hear from you and I'd love to see you in January in Florida if that is speaking to you. Okay? Thank you so much for watching today and I will see you in another video later this week or next. Bye for now.